Hello, you beautiful gods and goddesses. This is Tawanda Van, Celestial Earth Goddess. And today, black women, we're going to have this talk. But before we have this talk, I'd just like to make a public service announcement. If you cannot come on my channel with some common sense and respect, I will handle your ass accordingly. Thank you. Now, my fellow black goddesses, we can talk. Okay, I've been noticing for a long time that it seems that people think that black women don't have a right to talk about anything concerning us as women. Anytime we speak up about women's issues or we advocate for our womanhood, somebody, and unfortunately some of them are black men, are telling us we're being feminist or we caping for white women, which is the stupidest, most insulting and disrespectful thing that you can say to a black woman. As if we have to be a feminist to talk about women's issues. We fucking women. Matter of fact, we was the first motherfucking women on this Mother Earth. Notice I said Mother Earth. This is a feminine entity we're walking on. Yet, for some reason, anything of a feminine nature is not respected. But that's what happens when you live in a misogynistic, sadistic, narcissistic, patriarchal society. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. And putting black in front of patriarchy, black women, don't make any sense either. That just means now black men are going to be trying to give us that fucked up rhetoric that white men have been trying to give everybody for over 2,000 years. Nah, motherfucker, that ain't it. Black women, do not allow anybody to tell you what you are allowed to fight for. Because as a black woman, you allowed to fight for your blackness and your womanhood. Because that's what you are, a black woman. My beautiful goddesses, do not, and I repeat, do not allow anybody in your life that cannot support that. If they don't give a fuck about you as a woman, they don't give a fuck about you as a black person, they don't give a fuck about you as a human being. And that includes some black people. Because for some reason, black women are supposed to sacrifice, we're supposed to sacrifice ourselves for the community, or we're sacrificed for this community by, I'm not talking about all black men, I'm talking about this small-minded, egotistical group of men that are unfortunately black. Because black is a beautiful thing. For some reason, they think we're supposed to kiss their ass, we're supposed to sacrifice ourselves. Some of them don't even think we deserve respect, only attention. Bullshit and more bullshit. And not only that, why is it that white women are even brought up in a discussion when a black woman is talking about being a woman? As if the white race is the only race that has women. That's a little fucked up, don't you think? For a man to even say? If you cannot support everybody in your community, then you are not supporting your community. Point blank, period. And what's quite ironic is black men, as I've said before, black men have the problems they have because they're black. Because remember, we live in a patriarchal society, black women. So manhood has never been an issue in patriarchy. So if they were white, they wouldn't have any problems. But us black women, even if we were white, not that we need to be or want to be, I'm just making a point. If we were white, we would still have fucking problems because women are not valued in this patriarchal society. And for some reason, some of our people think we're living in matriarchy. I don't know where this fucking matriarchal society is. I don't know where these benefits that we are so-called getting as black women are. Because we going through bullshit too. But some people don't want to acknowledge that. Some people don't give a shit about us because we're women. Because they don't respect women. It's just point blank, period. And black women are at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to human beings, period. But some people don't want to acknowledge that. And when somebody does acknowledge it, even a man, you got some motherfucker in the corner trying to say they simping or pandering for women or pussy. First of all, I guarantee you them very men that are saying that shit, They ain't got to pander for shit because they stand in their power. People that stand in their power don't have to pander. People just automatically are drawn to them. Just like black women. Black women, do not allow anybody to take your power away from you. Do not sacrifice yourself for people that don't give a shit about you. If they don't give a shit about you being a woman, they don't give a shit about you being black, nor do they give a shit about you being a human being. It's just that fucking simple. If they come at you with bullshit, they are telling you right then and there that they are your enemy. And you need to take heed from any and everybody, not just people outside our race, but people within our race. And not just black men. Some black women you have to watch out for, because they will throw you under the bus if they think you're getting something that they want, but for some reason they think they can't have either. Or they've been taught to not respect themselves as women, so they don't respect other women. Or they trying to kiss some banky bitch of a motherfucking ass who wouldn't even give them water if they was dying of thirst. That's very desperate. At the end of the day, those that love themselves will love you. So you got to make sure you have self-respect. You know your worth. And you demand others to respect you because you know your worth. You are worth any and everything that is great in this world. And that includes me. Sometimes I forget to say we, because I am a black woman, as you can see. But my point is, continue to stand in your power. If you haven't reclaimed your throne, reclaim your throne. If a motherfucker sitting on your throne, kick that bitch off and step up to it. Because trust and believe, black men are stepping up to their throne too, which they should. And this is the bottom line. When the black gods and goddesses reclaim their throne, if a motherfucker don't want to do the same, they either need to get out the way or get the fuck run over. Ain't no other options. We will no longer allow people to disrespect us. I don't give a fuck who they are. And I'm telling you, if anybody gets verbally abusive and try to attack you because you say something about being a woman, that's your fucking enemy. Fuck what you heard, fuck what you think. You better know. That motherfucker don't mean you no good. I don't give a fuck if it's your spouse, your boyfriend, your homegirl, your family members, friends, any damn body. Any damn body. Because we have a right to advocate for our rights as women, just like any other woman. As black women, especially, we have to make sure we demand respect. Because we've been having to deal with bullshit for too fucking long. Being black and being a woman sometimes is a double-edged sword. Not because something's wrong with us, because we're great, but because something is wrong with some of these motherfuckers out here in the world, and they don't want us to reclaim our powers. A lot of them, for some reason, are threatened by a black woman that stands in her power. People threatened by black people, period. But for some reason, when a black woman wants to stand in her power, some people can't handle it. That's because they feel powerless they damn selves. They fucking losers. Point blank, period. I don't give a fuck what nobody think. Because people who are powerful, they don't have to oppress other people. Never. So, white supremacists, for instance, they have no real power because they have to oppress other people to obtain it. Men who try to oppress women have no fucking power. What you got to oppress somebody for? If you powerful, you ain't got to oppress shit. Just do what you do. I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm not standing for the bullshit, and y'all ain't standing for it either. Yes, I'm speaking for all of us because I have our best interest at heart. I have the best interest of my community as a black woman at heart. And I'm talking about black people on a global scale. I'm not just talking about in the United States. I don't give a fuck where you live as a black person. You matter, whether you a man or a black man or a black woman. It's black women or women, period, that have to deal with all kinds of fuckery. Rape, mutilation, murder. You got some people throwing acid in women's faces. because they so fucking egotistical and can't accept the fact that somebody don't want their ass. If you was a better person, maybe somebody would want you. Get the fuck over yourself. But black women, I think I've said enough, because all I'm doing is, well, I don't mind repeating myself because I wanted to get into your head. But y'all got it. Y'all smart. Y'all brilliant. Goddesses obtain information very quickly. I'm going to just leave you with this. As long as you stand in your power and you respect yourself, you will attract like-minded people. You will attract like-minded black gods, black goddesses, and whomever else wants to be in your presence. And any motherfucker that is lacking, get them the fuck out your life, because they're going to bring you down. And you're going to be a shell of your former self if you continue to be fucking with nobodies. Point blank period. I don't give a fuck who they are. I don't care if they people within our race or outside our race. If they don't have your best interest at heart, leave the motherfuckers alone. Okay, black women? Okay, you beautiful gods and goddesses. Until next time, I bid you adieu.